Very good morning, friends. Now we are today going with a revision of our costing. So, what area we are going to cover in this session, my dear friends? We are going to focus on initial topic. We are going to focus on what? Initial topic, which you might have learned in the initial stages of your costing preparation. So you may be studied 4 months before, or 2 months before, or 3 months before. So if you get some support from our end, it will be easy for you to recall some point. You'll also be able to understand what all the area we have to focus. So that is what our objective today. So what we are going to do in each chapter, what role we have to learn, what all the important formula, everything we are revising. Once that revision is over, then we are doing selected question. Then we are doing selected question in the classroom itself, so that you will get a balanced approach. Are you ready, friends? So first chapter is introduction. First chapter is what? Introduction. My dear friends, introduction there is no problem at all. Introduction there is no problem at all. It tells what is cost, costing, cost accounting, cost accountancy, cost center, profit center, revenue center, classification of different types of costing, material, labor, expenses. Then classification on the basis of cost objective, that is cost center, direct material, indirect material, direct labor, indirect labor, direct expenses, indirect expenses. Then classification on the basis of behavior, fixed cost, variable cost, semi-variable cost. Then classification on the basis of function, production, administration, distribution, R&D, research and development. Then other types of classification, which consist of marginal cost, standard cost, predetermined cost, opportunity cost, escalation cost, like that, different cost. Yes or no, my dear friends? So what I have to tell you that in this area, no problem is there. This will be helpful for you to get 2 mark MCQ. This will helpful for get what? 2 mark MCQ. One question will come from MCQ from here. If you are lucky, 2 questions will come. Already, so now, mainly in this chapter, we will get what? 2 mark MCQ. Apart from that, we may get a 4 mark small theory question. What kind of question? Essential elements for implementation of cost accounting system. Advantages of a cost accounting system. Limitation of a cost accounting system. Like that, basic theory also sometimes comes. Basic theory that you can be able to read. This is what it will come from what? Introduction chapter. So introduction chapter is not a big deal. You understand, you read 2 times, that is enough. Introduction chapter from your ICMA material or our theory workbook, whatever it is. You read 2 times, that is enough. No need to mug up. Because it's MCQ more than the question. MCQ you don't want to choose the correct answer. So if you read, that is enough. Even if advantages, disadvantages, and all, if you read in your work, that is fine. Correct? Now coming into our main area, our first elements of costing, we have first area called a material cost. See what role we have to learn this material cost. Material cost, okay, exam most chances of coming 2 area. More chance of coming 2 area. One was the EOQ related question, another was the stock level question. இது இல்லாம இந்த சாப்டர்ல நம்ம என்ன படிச்சிருக்குன்னா, we have learned that inventory turnover ratio. We have also learned what our stores ledger. These are all the problem area we have learned in this chapter. We have also learned a few theory topics in this chapter. In this chapter, we have few theory topics also. So what will come from here? Problem. First, I am giving approach on chapter wise. First, in this chapter, how to approach problem. First, EOQ problem. In EOQ, I hope all of you remember the formula. First, EOQ, what they will test you. Everything I will tell you. EOQ, what they will test you. EOQ, what they will test you. See what happened. Some friends say will mug up the formula for EOQ. They know how to compute the EOQ, how to compute root of in different way to AC like that can be read or with proper way 2 into annual requirement into ordering cost divided by carrying cost per unit per annum. Correct? So this is how you have the figure. some friends in the preparation they only mug up the formula. But exam, they don't come just EOQ. They will ask you, compare the EOQ with the existing policy. What is the amount you can be saved? Compare the EOQ with a discount offer. Like that, they will ask you some additional questions. So you want to identify what are all the other costs. We have to identify total cost. Total cost we are listed. There are three type of costs are there. First one it is what? Purchase cost. What is purchase cost? What is the annual requirement into cost per unit? If discount, the cost will be reduced. Discount, the cost will be what? Reduced. So you should be considered on that. Next, after the purchase cost, next is what? Ordering cost. Ordering cost, first you should understand number of orders into ordering cost. If EOQ you got 500 units, your annual requirement is 2000. Number of order will be what? 2000 divided by 500. You will get what? This is how you have to get. Suppose your normal order you are giving 1000 at a order that will be given in the question. So 2000 by 2000 you will get what? Like that you have to find out what? Number of order. Once you find number of orders will do ordering cost. Everything you are written in your formula you have written that you have to do. Next finally we have what? Carrying cost. Carrying cost the formula is half of what is your order quantity. Here order quantity. If EOQ you are doing, EOQ is you have to take. If discount offer you take, what is the discount order quantity? If current policy if you are taking, what is current policy order quantity like that? You have to take order quantity into here. Carrying cost per unit. This is how you have to prepare the cost statement. So EOQ not only the formula, you have to understand how to prepare the cost statement. So this is how you comparison. What is the amount you can save? Clear? Similarly, they will ask you one more point called a what is the time gap between two orders? That is a time gap between two orders. So they will get you got a EOQ of what 500. So you will get number of orders what 4. So what is the time gap? In a year, 360 days divided by 4. You will get what? 90 days. They will ask you this time gap also. What is the time between two? That is also another question. So what was the model of question will come from this chapter? EOQ sometime a 2-mark MCQ. EOQ sometime 2-mark MCQ. That is direct question. Either computation of EOQ or time between two consecutive period for ordering cost is what? Carrying cost, any one item they will ask. That is what? 2-mark question. The another one is 7-mark essay model question. What is 7-mark essay model question? You have to prepare this statement. This is one model. Sometimes question will come like this. Order quantity below 100, 100 to 300. 500 to 600. So you have to take any one order. Accordingly, you have to prepare a statement of all each thing. Here you can take randomly. Are you understand? So this is the first model you will able to test on EOQ. We discussed EOQ formula, all the purchase cost, ordering cost, carrying cost formula. How the questions are coming also we discussed it. 2-mark, 4-mark, 7-mark. Correct or not? Now we'll practice this EOQ also after analyzing all the topic of one chapter. Now shall we go for next item? Next we will go for what? We have stores. That is we have next in the order we will go. Next we will go for stock level. We have maximum stock level, minimum stock level, average stock level, reorder level. Correct? Different concept. What is the reorder level formula? I think you have already the formula. Formula page in your notebook. Reorder level is equal to maximum consumption into maximum reorder. Then what is the formula for maximum stock level? Reorder plus reorder quantity minus minimum consumption into minimum yield. What is reorder quantity? Reorder quantity they have to give. If they are not given, EOQ is the reorder quantity. Are you understand, my dear friends? Next one it is called the minimum stock level. Minimum stock level is nothing but what is your reorder level minus average consumption into average yield. The next one it is what? Average stock level. Maximum plus minimum by 2. Maximum plus minimum by. Are you able to understand? Next we have to go for what? Next area called it emergency purchase. What is the lead time? So we have told what is the time for emergency purchase into average consumption. That is also we have there. when it is an emergency purchase. Correct? So these are all the different. And average stock level, we have one more formula we have learned. Half of reorder quantity plus minimum stock. Correct? So if specifically asked, we can do it. Or depends upon the mark, we can show you both. So this is how stock level. Then stock level, how it will come. Stock level generally comes as a 7-mark question. If it is either EOQ or stock level only, exam purpose is coming. Exam purpose mostly in this chapter, if they want to ask a 7-mark, either EOQ or stock level. Mostly it is keep on changing. So stock level 7-mark. Rarely stock level 2-mark. Stock level can also come as a 2-mark. How 2-mark, friends? How 2-mark will come? They'll ask you only pre-order level. They will ask you only maximum stock level. They will ask you only minimum stock level. This time when you ask for 2-mark, sometimes they'll ask you reverse way also. Sometimes they will ask you what? Reverse way also. Next one, it is called ITR. What is ITR? Inventory turnover ratio. Inventory turnover ratio 2-mark area only. Inventory turnover ratio is what? 2-mark area only. What is inventory turnover ratio formula? Raw material consumption divided by average stock of raw material. Raw material consumption divided by average stock. What is consumption? Opening stock plus purchase minus closing stock. Opening stock plus purchase minus closing stock. Opening stock plus purchase minus closing stock. Average stock is what? Opening plus closing by 2. You have to make sometime comment. What is the comment? Higher the inventory turnover ratio means what? Fast moving. Higher the inventory turnover ratio means what? Fast moving. So this will become mostly as a 2-mark. Sir, EOQ also 2-mark for telling. Stock level also you are telling 2-mark. Inventory turnover also 2-mark. Will it come all at a time? No. Any one only. Any one only. Not everything. Correct, my dear friends. Next finally is what? Stores ledger. Stores ledger very rarely comes as a 7-mark question. It's very rare because it's also in foundation. It's also in foundation. Students are learning in accounts. In some friends are learning in CBSE. So it's not coming always in your exam. It's very easy area. We have mainly FIFO method, LIFO method, weighted average, then simple average. Then apart from this is the 4 method very relevant exam. I will tell you one standard question how they can test you for exam if it is done. Apart from the class, apart from this, we have discussed different methods, specific issue method. Then we have discussed base stock method, different other methods we are learning in the class. But that not very rarely test for the exam. That not you can revise only one time. Just read and go on. So you have to focus more on what this area, EOQ and stock level area. Are you understand, my dear friends? This is how you have to. So we discussed the material cost, what all the formula, how the testing for exam, and we have also discussed the different perspective of this. Now I am going to discuss what theory. In this area, we have some methods are there. This chapter only in costing we have no much theory. Only few area only theory. In that one chapter only material. Introduction, material, lab. These 3 chapter only we have theory. What is the theory we have to learn in material chapter? That also you just read. In our class or book last page, I have given theory. In that itself you read it. Study material little bit higher, more pages. Here simplified. Theory means different types of inventory control. Different types of inventory control. ABC control, VED control, FSN, JIT. What is ABC? ABC means what? We'll classify material into 3 categories. A category means value very high, 70%. Quantity only what? 20%. C category just to ulta. Value is what? Only 20. Quantity is what? 70%. So you have to focus on those value item more care. What is VED? Vital, essential, desirable. This all you have to read only. This all you have to go and read 2-3 times. That's all. No need to mug up. Because theory is not much important as far as current exam pattern is concerned. But theory will be helpful for crack 2-mark. If suppose if any problem is a difficulty, you can also approach theory question. You can write all the essay question with a problem. You can left theory in choice also. But any problem if difficulty, theory will help you. That is why we have to learn for theory also. VED, vital, essential, desirable. Vital means definitely it is required in the production warehouse. Otherwise, your production will stop. Production will not stop. Essential means immediately will not stop the production, but continuous will stop the production. So what happened by every company, they will ensure that vital raw material always there. See, today we are running our class. Vital input here it is EB power. If power is not there, we can't take class at all. Yes or no? If power is not there, we can't take the class at all. See, in the last class, when I'm taking a final session, our Wi-Fi is not working. I would like to call it as a desirable. It's not a raw material, utility only. But raw material chapter, I'm comparing the utility exam little better. But our Wi-Fi is not working in my laptop. It's desirable. Why desirable? Because in my phone, I done hotspot and I taken the class. But continuously, if it is not there, in one and a half GB only, then again problem. Then I recharge it. But still, what the problem now? That efficiency sometimes, if I'm getting a call, there will disturbance sometimes. Correct. So this is I give an example of utility perspective. Same way, in material perspective, also factor it in. So that is how the classification. FSF. On the base of moving of goods, we can class FSF. F means fast moving. S means what? Slow moving. N means what? Non-moving. That's stop. So non-moving raw material we should not purchase further. Non-moving raw material we should not purchase further. Whereas fast-moving you can purchase. This means just in time, which will directly will go to production. Like that, we discussed a few methods. Apart from few more methods, we have discussed a two-bin system, stores ledger. These are all only relevant for exam, if at all coming for theory. Apart from that, stores ledger, different types of material warehouse, centralized warehouse, numbering of stock. Just reading one time, that's enough. Correct. So this is how the first chapter what material. Now we are going to do real-time question of material. Standard essay question we are going to do in what material chapter. So which question will start from? See, these are all the questions. I am not going to do very easy question. I am going to do what a standard question so that it will be helpful. One question you will be able to understand majority of concepts, then it will be helpful for you. See, here I have told you now, this is a small question only, but this time between consecutive order and all they are asking. So what is this? So you can take your notebook parallelly also. If you are so fast, you can solve with me. So it's a revision class. You want time to get copy, waiting and all. So if you have already your costing notebook, you can just open this question answer, you can revise it. Or if you're too fast, you can also solve with me. If you're too fast, you can also solve with me. So what is this point? Annual demand is already given. Unit cost is what? 6 rupee. Inventory carrying cost is what? 25%. Procurement is what? 150. We have to find out what? EOQ. We have to find out what? EOQ. So just now only we revise the EOQ formula. Root of 2 into annual requirement into ordering cost divided by carrying cost per unit per annum. So how we will do, my dear friends? Root of. Hope you are ready. Root of 2 into. What is the annual requirement, friends? Annual requirement is 3,200 into ordering cost. What is the ordering cost? Ordering cost is what? 150. Now we want to find out carrying cost. How you will get carrying cost? See, 6 rupees the unit cost. It is given as a percentage. So we have to put it as 6 into 25%. What will be the EOQ, friends? What is the EOQ? 800. Your EOQ is what? 800. So this is how we have to approach. Going further, number of orders. See, in a year we have how many total quantity? 3,000. So number of orders will be 3,200 by 800. You will get an answer called what? 4. This is how we have to approach. Now 4. This is only I told next part. Time between two consecutive orders. How can you do this time between two consecutive orders? That is only I have just given you earlier in theory session. Time between two order will be 360 in a year by 4, 90 days. This can be done in a monthly basis also. 12 months divided by 4. So you'll get what? 3 months. Are you able to understand? So generally we take 360 for this purpose. That is here 12 months divided by 4 will get what? 4. Generally the ratio purpose for round of purpose 1 month in consideration. 1 month we'll consider as a 30 days. Moving further, we'll have another one question, a very good question, comparing in the discount offer comparison. Comparing, this is a very good question, comparing the discount offer. What is the question, my dear friends? A company manufacture a special product which require a component called what? Alpha. The following details are collected. Annual demand 8,000. Cost of placing the order 200. Cost per unit is 400. Carrying cost is 20%. The quantity discount of what? 4%. So you'll get a 4% discount provided you should order what? 4,000. First they are asking what is the EOQ. EOQ, we have to approach our formula root of, we have to approach our formula root of, so what we will get it, my dear friends, root of 2 into annual requirement is 8,000 into cost of placing the order is what? 200. Carrying cost is 400 into 20 percentage. What you will get, friends? What is the answer? 200 units. First part is all. Now, whether the quantity offer discount can be accepted. This is what I called you SA model question. We have to make a statement of analysis. We have to make a statement of analysis. How can we make a statement of analysis, friends? How can we make a statement of analysis? We'll just start. We'll make a statement of analysis. We have told you that two part, correct? So we have to compare for two parts. The standard SA model question. One is for EOQ, one is what? Discount offer. I hope you are having your notebook. I will do what? First step. First step is what? See, in your regular class, I have a detailed presentation. Now here, I will do it very fast. Because it's a revision, I want to recall it. So I won't give first in regular class, you might have it written order quantity. Step only. Here I will do directly. First one it is purchase cost. First one it is what? Purchase cost. My dear friends, if it is a EOQ, 8,000 unit, you will get at what? 400 rupees. But if it is a discount now, you will get 400 rupees, you will get a discount of what? 4 percentage. You will get what? 384. So what will be the discount offer price? Same 8,000, but you can multiply with what? 384. This is what is called purchase cost. Next, you have to go for what? Ordering cost. Are you able to follow, my dear friends? Okay, this speed is fine. Yes. Now we'll go for what? Ordering cost. What is this ordering cost, friends? Number of orders. See, 8,000 EOQ now. Our order quantity is 200. So 8,000 by 200, you will get your order. How many order we have? 40. That 40, you have to multiply your ordering cost. What is the ordering cost? 200. What is the ordering cost? 200. So we have to multiply with what? Ordering cost, which is 200 rupees. So what will be the answer? We'll get 8. Now we have to go for what? Here. What is the number of order here? Here 8,000. If you want to get a discount, you have to order 4,000 at a time. That means your order will be what? 2 order. So every one order, what is the cost, friends? 200. 2 into 200 will come what? Are you able to understand? It's a standard solution. Now we have to go for what? Carrying cost. How we will go for carrying cost? Friends? Half of. So half of what? Order quantity. What is the EOQ order quantity? 200 only. Correct or not? Half of order quantity is what? 200 into carrying cost per unit per annum. So what is your carrying cost? 400 into 20%. So you'll get what? 8,000. One shortcut, let me tell you. At the EOQ, ordering cost and carrying cost will be what? Here will come what? Half of your ordering quantity is what? 4,000 into. Here cost is not 400, it is come down to what? 384 into 20. Some friends sometimes will take 400 only. Your price is reduced. You have to take what? 384. So you will get what? 1 lakh. Now you can go for what? Total cost. What is the cost, friends? Here you are getting this, here you are getting this. Now tell my dear friends, which column we have lower the cost? Which column we have lower the cost? EOQ. So we have to give, it's better to go with EOQ. Comments are very, very important. Comments are very, very important. It is better to go with EOQ, and you can say EOQ is best by 10,000 rupees. Best by 10,000 rupees. Are you understood? So this is how you have to approach the question. This is another model of EOQ question. What is this question, my dear friends? This is another model of question. Here, I told in the revision also here. Here they are not asking EOQ best quantity to order. So you have to take randomly anyone. How you have to order quantity less than 250. So you take 200, some number 200 or 100, anything you take. 250 to 800. You take 500 or 400. It is better to take what your annual demand is what 4,000. So better to take a round number. So if you take a 500 is a round, 400 is a round. So round number. If you take 350, if you take what is the problem? 4,000 divided by 350. It is coming in decimal. So that you can be avoided. Have you understood? So this is also a very interesting question. If you want, I will just tell you how to do 2 3 item. Less than 250, one column. You take 200. This is what order quantity 200. Now you have three costs: purchase cost, ordering cost, carrying cost. Next column is what? Total cost. So purchase cost, my dear friends, if whatever may be your order quantity, whatever may be your order quantity, total purchase will be what? 4,000 units. So what you have to do now? 4,000 into 6 rupee, 4,000 into 5.9, 4,000 into 5.8. For you, I am doing this question fully. 4,000 into 5.7, 4,000 into 5. Now ordering cost. For that, you should get this ordering quantity. Here we will take 400. Here we can take 1,000. Why 1,000? Because round number I am taking. Okay. Here I will take 2,000, but 2,000. Here I take what? 4,000. Why I don't take anything above 4,000? Because maximum itself is what? 4,000. Correct? So you can take, you take some different here. If you take 500, nothing wrong in that. Your answer and all will not get wrong. Total only, the presentation only. Now for me, since I am using Excel, ordering cost, how you do? Number of order means 4,000 divided by ordering quantity. Into for every order, they said that delivery cost per order is what? 6. So 6. That's it. So for me, ordering cost also over. Next, carrying cost, half of ordering quantity into carrying cost is what? 20% of price. So 6 into 20%. Next will come half of ordering quantity into 5.9 into 20%. Are you understand, friends? Next, half of ordering quantity into 5.8 into 20%. Next, half. Already in your notebook, you have answer. You can also refresh the period. Half of ordering quantity into 5.7 into 20%. Half of 5.6 into 20 percentage. Any order, no problem. Half of 5.6 into 20%. For me, since I am using Excel, yes. See, we got our total cost. Which area we have cost is less? Yes, 1,000. Are you understand, my dear friends? So it depends. In the classroom, we may be taking different numbers. So the point is what? Which option is cost is less? Your calculation is ready. You get the full mark. So this is how we have to approach the EOQ. Now we'll go for another one area called a stock level question. We'll go for another area called what? Stock level. EOQ different two model we have discussed. One is comparison of discount rate, then this point. Next is what we are going for what? A very good question on what? Stock level. From the following below, we have to compute what? Reorder level, maximum level, minimum level, and also danger level. So reorder quantity is given, cost of placing the order. So this is the clue. Reorder quantity we have to do with what? EOQ. Reorder quantity we have to do with what? EOQ. So what will be the formula, friends? Root of 2 into. What is the annual requirement? 5,000. What is the cost of placing the order? 20. Annual. See, this is now not relevant because they're given already the carrying cost directly. Already. So far, all the previous question is given in percentage. Here already the carrying cost is given as what? 5 rupee. So 2000 into 5,000 into 20 by 5. What you will get EOQ, friends? Very good. We'll get 200 units. So reorder level is what? 200 units. Now we can apply the formula reorder level. Shall I start, friends? For reorder level, they are given all the clue here. So I will start for you step by step with your permission. Reorder level. Reorder level formula also I will recall. Already we recall. Again we will recall. Maximum consumption into maximum lead time. So maximum consumption you have to look in here. They said that maximum consumption is what? 20. So 20 into maximum lead time. See, maximum lead time, average maximum, they said maximum is what? 15. So you have to just multiply. That's all. So 20 into 15. That's all. What is next they are asking, friends? What is the next item? Maximum stock level, correct? If maximum stock level, if they are asking formula, reorder level, which is 300, reorder quantity, now only we found out EOQ, which is 200, minus minimum consumption into minimum lead time. What is the minimum consumption? Minimum consumption they are not given. We have to find out. If maximum is 20, average is 50, minimum will be what? 10. Reverse way we can get what? 10. So this is how some item may not be given. This is it's a standard question. The minimum lead time is 6. If you do what you will get, friends, 500 minus 60. If I am not wrong, 440. Correct? Are you understand, friends? Yes or no? What is next? Minimum stock level. Correct. Minimum stock level. What is the formula, friends? Minimum stock level is maximum reorder level minus average consumption, which is 15 into average lead time. So 15 into 10, you will get what? 150. Then last they are asking what? Danger level. What is the danger level formula? They said that what is your lead time for emergency is what? 4. Average consumption is what? 15. 15 into 4. You will get what? 60. You have to put units or kg whatever. Standard essay model question. Different time don't come to 7. Are you able to recall? Because see, in the revision session, I have already told you have to revise fully already. From some of the phases, I can understand that they are not even open a material chapter book. So if you are not open the material chapter book, no, I'm not telling, I'm telling for those who are in the online purpose also. So what I'm telling is, if you are not open the material chapter book, you may feel that I'm going in a rocket test seat. If you are already revised, ready for the tester note, you feel sir is going very slow. Why sir want to repeat the formulas and all again? We know the formula. We can't sir do fast. Clear? So you have to understand what is your position. You have to prepare accordingly. Clear? So this is how you have to do maximum stock level, minimum stock level. There is another one question on inventory turnover ratio. What is inventory turnover at this point? You can yourself calculate in your calculator. See, the consumption is not given. We'll do only for A. So first consumption. Opening stock plus purchase minus closing stock. What you will get consumption? 10,000 plus 52. You will get what? 62. Minus 6,000. You will get what? 56,000. So A consumption is 56,000. Now you have to take average. Now you have to take what? Average stock. What is the average stock? Average stock you have to take opening plus closing by 2. It will be what? 8,000. Now you can go for the formula 56,000 divided by. So your comparison also very. I will do for second one also because let us learn the comparison also. What is the consumption for the next one? 9 plus 27 minus 11. What you will get? 25,000. Average stock is what? 10,000. So if you prepare here, you will get 2.5. See, the meaning is what? Which is best? A is fast moving. Higher the inventory turnover ratio, better the option. That means that's a fast moving. It is not a dead stock. It's a fast moving stock. So we discussed a concept of EOQ, stock level, and inventory turnover, and we have did a selected few questions. We can't do all the questions. Then what is the difference between revision and a regular class? Correct. I just want to refresh your concept. So now, when we go further, these are all very good question only. This 19 and all, you can find in very good question. They are asking combined question of what? Stock level and EOQ. Combined question of stock level and EOQ. Here, they are given average monthly demand is given, but this is for finished goods. You have to take what? Normal usage is what? 100 tubes per week. So in a year, how many weeks are there? 52. So annual consumption, you have to take what? 5,000. You have to take what? 5,000. So for a better for your benefit, I want to give you more benefit. So this essay question also we will do it. The consolidated questions will get more better benefit. So we'll do this question also. First they are asking EOQ. If you want to do this EOQ, first you have to require annual requirement. See, some friends may think what is 2,000. This is demand of the finished goods. You should not take. Some friends will take 2,000 into 2. It's wrong. The finished goods. Here they are given the consumption pattern. The normally you consume what? 100 tubes per week. So 100 into in a year 52 week. Your total will come what? 5,000. Are you understand? So you have to take annual requirement as what? 5,200. Now you can go for EOQ root of 2 into annual requirement into ordering cost. What is the ordering cost? They said 100 rupees divided by carrying cost per unit per annum 500 into 20%. Can you please tell me what is the EOQ you will get? One not 101.9 will come. This you can round off into what? 102 units. This you can round off into what? 102 units. Are you understand? Say very good standard model question. Came different time previous year. Came different time previous year exam. So next is what they are asking. Supplier is willing to supply quarterly 1,500 at a discount of what? 5%. Is it worth of accepting? They are asking, is it worth of accepting? So what you have to prepare? Just the only we learned we have to prepare a what? Statement of analysis. Correct? Statement of cost or statement of analysis. So how you will prepare this? For your benefit, I will do. I thought of doing selected question in one, but this is a multiple time game. I will do one more. So we have EOQ discount offer. So how you will approach, friends? First we have purchase cost. Here our requirement is 5,200. The cost is what? What is the cost? 500. What is here? In 500, you will get a discount of what? 5%. So 475. So the answer will be 5,200 into 470. Next is you can go for what? Ordering cost. What is the ordering cost? Number of orders. How you will get number of orders? Number of orders 5,200 divided by EOQ, which is 102 into ordering cost, which is 100. And here we have 5,200 by, we want to order at least what? 1,500. Here they said quarterly. They said quarterly. So don't want this. If you go here, 1,500, you will get 3.4. But they said quarterly. So directly you can go with what? 4 into 100. You can go for what? 4. Because specifically they said what? So what will happen excess? That will be stock. They go quarterly every quarter. Next is what? Carrying cost. Carrying cost very very interesting. Half of ordering quantity into carrying cost per unit per annum. We have 20%. Here slightly different because here we taken 101.9 round off. That is right. Otherwise, if you want, you can give here also 5,100. Nothing wrong in that. We'll get the mark also. But coming here, half of ordering quantity, which is 1,500 into carrying cost per unit per annum, 475 will make into what? 475. You will get it. Now you can take. Tell my dear friends. Now which is best? Discount offer only best. In the previous example, we got best is what? EOQ, but here we are getting here a very standard essay model question we need for it. Now again the same thing. We discussed maximum level, minimum level, and reorder. These are all same point, same thing. If you are getting 2,000, we'll get a discount of what? 3,000. What will be the benefit? Here also same thing. They are given everything. We have to approach the by tab. So these are all the same model. In this question, you have to take your carrying cost total of what? That is storage is 2%, interest cost is 10%. So your carrying cost you have to take what? 12%, because interest is an opportunity cost that also you have to consider. That also you have to consider. Clear? So these are all you are not going to compare with the discount offer. You are going to compare with existing. So you if existing if you are compare little more easy. Existing if you are compare little more easy because price is remains same. Correct? So here also the example of what Rod says. So now here comes the point of what? Stock level, stores ledger. See, I told you the exam purpose, the main point is what? EOQ and stock ledger. That we revise it fully now. But let me tell you, there is some small chance that stores ledger also will come. If stores ledger questions are coming, which method will come? If directly they want to test, they ask you two way, direct or indirect. Directly, if they want to test, they will test you most of the chances weighted average or simple average. Most chances weighted average. Next is what? Simple average. Next, if it is not this, what they will ask? They will ask reverse. What is reverse? You can put this is a star mark. This is an example of reverse. I will recall this question. What they done? Some of the question mark is there. We have to fill and we have to tell which method they are after. So how we solved this question? Hope you remember. We assumed first a LIFO. When you work out LIFO, you are getting 62,500. So identified it is not LIFO. Then we assumed FIFO. If you assumed FIFO, you are getting exactly what? 62,000. So it is a what? FIFO. Like that you have to. Sir, if you I want to recall on simple average and weighted average, which is the best question. In the beginning, we have a one question. I'll show you. This is the best question you can able to revise for simple average and weighted average. Here we have. See, this question number 5. This question number 5, we have to compute simple average and weighted average. So this is very, very often only will come. Generally EOQ and so, but if you are, this is generally very easy area only. That is why they are not asking because purchase, quantity, then issue, balance. It's very basically no big twist at all. Maybe that reason they are not asking. If they are asking, don't think that they will ask FIFO and all. They are not so much because they are doing a professional lecture. FIFO and all coming very, very easy. FIFO also coming very easy. But so the problem is what? If you revise stores or general, we'll start FIFO, we'll stop it. But we have to go for what exam? Mostly weighted average and simple average and reverse calculation. So these are all the main area of what? Material chapter. So we covered all the problem area. So we discussed a problem area, we discussed the theory area, and see this is another one question. It's a previous year question. From the data they are asking what? Inventory turnover ratio. From the data they are asking what? Inventory. How you will do? In the stores ledger, you will get consumption. So opening stock and closing stock you will get directly. Clear? So this is how you have to understand very easily, friends. So what I want to tell you, my dear friends, let me tell you very simple way. You have to just to revise only. Now, see, another half an hour. See, after discussing the concept, this entire video itself is 45 minutes only. Around 20 minutes I have revised. No? Just less than half an hour, I am able to revise all the concept. If you systematically take some time, minimum 2 hours or 3 hours, you can solve all the problem of this chapter. You can easily able to complete this chapter. See, out of this 29 questions, around 5 or 8 questions is solved now itself. Some of them are very, very small question. In that, I have given some clue. Before, if you want, you can ignore it. In the back side, I have given some additional question that is also relevant, friends. In our book back, if you go book back, I have given some reverse calculation from CA Inter. We discussed in the class also. Let me show you. This is a reverse calculation question. A standard question. See what happened. They given the data, they given reorder level, maximum level. They asking reverse way, what is the maximum consumption? This is what I told, sometime 2 mark control will come. A standard question. This is also a very good question I took from CA in the reverse calculation. So we discussed in the class. It was a one question in our test also. Correct. So you have to focus backside model question also. So what is now our strategy is what? I'll give you 15 minutes time for you to revise this material chapter from your end. 10 minutes time, not 15 minutes. 10 minutes time for you to revise this material chapter from your time. So you revise this material chapter. If you have any doubt, please ask. Otherwise, we'll move to the next chapter, labor. As you know, our main focus in this session today is what? Material, labor, and overhead. Come on. In that material only lengthy area, labor or not, we can easily able to revise it.